Okay guys, welcome back. So tonight we're going to do something a little bit more sophisticated. This is paprika chicken and it's in the Hungary style. So here are my ingredients. So we have tomatoes, we have 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons paprika, 2 tablespoons cayenne pepper because I like mine spicy, and 2 tablespoons of paprika. I'm sorry, this is a 1/2 tablespoon of cayenne. Okay, 1/2 tablespoon cayenne, 2 tablespoons paprika. You want to put 100 milliliters of wine. I ran out of wine, so I just grabbed one of my spritzers, and this is 250 liters. You only need 100 liters, but it depends on how much of the chicken you're cooking. So, and you can do this to taste. So I'm using this to my taste. You have a red onion. You want to cut up 1/2 of this, finely chopped. And then, oh, I don't even need this. Yeah, I don't need that one. And then we got our cup of cream. You're gonna go a cup and 1/2 of broth. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna blanch these tomatoes so we can peel them and chop them up. And then we're gonna chop up our onion. Be back in a minute. Okay guys, so we're back. We're gonna blanch these tomatoes. So what you wanna do, you wanna put them in the trusty little basket here. And we wanna dip them for 60 to 90 seconds till you see the skin start popping on them. And then you want to take them right into ice cold water to stop them from cooking. And then you'll be able to just peel the skin off. Okay, so it's already ready. Okay, so I want you to see this. As you can see, the skin has started to pop off. Take it out. Quickly turn this fire off because we don't want it to cook. We just want it to, we can still keep some of these, the skin ain't popped yet. Well, this one, you want to see the skin popping before you take it. So a couple more seconds. Okay. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Skin pop. These 2 smaller ones are being stubborn. I'm still not going to leave them too long. Okay, this one popped. This last little one. Come on. There we go. All right. Now, we're going to take it back over here to the cutting board and peel it. Well, I guess I could peel it right here. Okay. So, let's peel it, and then I can take it back. Now, see how easy it just comes off? And the tomato's still intact. It can be a little tricky. And then I just put it back in the water until I get the rest of them peeled, just to make sure it stops cooking. Okay. I'll come back to the cutting board when I'm done. Okay guys, so we got our blanched tomatoes cut up. And you just want to cut them in big chunks. And we cut our onions up. So we're going to clean up this board. We're going to set these tomatoes back in the refrigerator for now, along with the cream and the butter and the onions. And we're going to start on the chicken first because we want to brown the chicken first. And then we'll start adding our ingredients. This really doesn't take long once you got all of your stuff that you need out. Okay, so let's do that. Okay guys, so let's get our chicken brown. We want the skin to be nice and crispy. I am out of olive oil again, so I'm going to use just about a tablespoon of vegetable oil. About 2 tablespoons of butter. And you just want to salt your chicken. Not too much salt, but you want some salt on the skin. We're going to put this in here and just leave it for a good 3, 4, 5 minutes. Just want to let that chicken crisp up. Doesn't have to be that long. Maybe 3 minutes. Then we'll turn it over for a few minutes and then we'll add the onion. I'm using chicken thighs. You can use a whole chicken if you want, cut up, or you can use any part of the chicken you like. I find for my budget, chicken thighs works just fine. Okay. So I got the heat on high because I want the skin to get nice and crispy. Okay guys, so we're gonna turn it over now. Okay. Now, we're just gonna, could you stop it? Sorry guys. Okay. So I like mine really nice and brown. See how brown that is? Okay guys, so we're gonna turn it over now. Okay, so I'm turning them over now guys. Mine are really brown on the top. You don't have to get them this brown or crunchy, but I like mine like that. I like mine really brown. Now I reduced the heat to medium high, and I'm going to add the onion now. Okay, so this is the red onion that we cut up. Well, wait, now we want to add the onion. And if you have to take a couple of these out to saute the onion, go ahead and do that. So you can make room for the onion. because you're going to add those back in once these onions cook down some. Get one more out. Okay, so let's saute these onions. And you want to let these get really, I think I will just take all of these out. Again, you don't have to, because you're going to put them back. Sometimes it's just easier. Okay. And now you want to add your wine. Not right this second. I want these onions to cook a little bit more, soften a little bit more. Let's bring the wine over here and get ready though. And again, get the wine to your taste. It doesn't have to be any particular type of wine. It could be whatever your taste is. Okay, this looks good. Now let's add our alcohol. And again, you only need 100 milliliters, which is like a half glass of wine. But I got a lot of chicken thighs, so I'm going to add 200 milliliters. And then you want to turn the heat up because you want this to reduce. And I'm going to drink the rest of this. This is actually just a spritzer. It's very light. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. We want this to cook down a couple of minutes. Cooks the alcohol off. Gets all that flavor in it. We want to get all of this flavor off the bottom of this pan. And then we're going to add the chicken back. And start with our seasonings. Okay, so now we're back to add the chicken back. Just cook down some. Looks really beautiful. You want to cram the chicken in here. This top is so beautiful. And then we want to add butter. And this is where the magic starts. In my opinion, you can never have too much butter. Okay, so I am having a lot of technical difficulties today. Let's do our spices. So let's start with our paprika. Oops. And I like to get a good amount on each piece of chicken. And again, this is 2 tablespoons. You can go to 3 if you have more chicken, but 2 tablespoons is really a lot of paprika. I mean, that's a lot of paprika. And then you want to go with cayenne. You don't have to do cayenne. I do it because I like a little spice, and actually, that's more than I would use. This is a half a teaspoon. I actually just use a whole teaspoon of it. And then we want to do 1 tablespoon of sugar. Okay. And now we want to add our tomatoes. And the heat is on medium high. You don't want to use all your tomatoes. You want to save some for garnishment for your presentation. See how pretty that looks? And now we want to add the broth. We want to let this cook a little bit before we add the cream. Look how good this looks. And then you just take your spoon and you get in here. And you want to season to taste, but you can braise it a little bit first, then add the cream, and then season to taste. Because we already salted the chicken when we browned the skin. Okay. And now we're just going to let this braise medium heat for about 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, so we're back. It's been about 15 minutes. Okay, I said 10 minutes, but you know, you can add 5 minutes depending on how much chicken you have. Now this is at the end. We're going to now add the cream. You add the cream at the end. And it just makes this just delicious, thick sauce. And now here is where you adjust your flavoring. This is where you want to taste it and see if you need more salt and pepper or even more paprika. So let me get a spoon. That is so good. I need just a tad bit more salt and pepper. I'm going to rinse this spoon out. So my spoon is rinsed off, so I can do another little taste test. So just you don't want to mess your sauce up by adding too much salt. And that cayenne gives it that perfect balance. You got just a little bit of heat. I'm adding some more pepper because I'm a pepper girl. I don't need any more paprika. And the tomatoes are so delicious in here. This is really yummy. Oh, perfect. Now we just want to let this, put it on medium heat and let this sauce thicken up a little bit. A couple of minutes, it'll be nice, thick. And then we can serve and eat. Okay, see you in 2. Okay guys, so it's done. Sauce is nice and thick. It's really delicious. We adjusted the flavor profile, to our preference. We're gonna plate it up and serve it. And here is where you can add some more of those tomatoes I told you to keep off to the side. You can add some more of the tomatoes I told you to keep out. Just for presentation. You don't really need it for flavor. And then you can drizzle with the sauce. Look how pretty this color is. Okay guys, we are done. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's so pretty. And it's delicious. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. And that was parsley chicken with mashed potatoes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons. Please subscribe. If you're watching the video, help us out. Subscribe. See you next time.